Hey guys, so I want to talk about Tumblr, which I know it seems like no one talks about anymore because because most people don't use it anymore. But that's kind of what I want to talk about. So I'm sorry if this brings back like cringy, really ugly memories of your 14-year-old self, but I'm having some feelings about it. More specifically, I want to talk about like the fandoms that were facilitated in Tumblr a couple years ago and how that like affected me. So when I started Tumblr, I basically started as a part of the Hunger Games fandom, and I ended up being like a pretty big Hunger Games blog during that time, and that was weird. I've been thinking about that time a lot, and I just miss it, to be honest. Like, I know we all have memories where we're like, oh, that was disgusting. Like, why did my younger self act like that? But I miss the way I felt in those communities. Back then, like, Tumblr was not perfect. Fandoms could be like a lot. Like, we all remember Mishapocalypse, and if you don't, you are so lucky, and I envy you. And there were lots of things that we shouldn't be proud of from that time period if you were around for it. But God, like, the communities for these books and movies and TV shows, they were so strong. They were so important to the people who were involved in them at the time. There was discourse, and we are all aware of the discourse that happens on the internet. But back then, if you were involved in a fandom and your dash was like full of this one piece of media that you really cared about, the discourse was just like, oh, well, this is why this character did that, and oh, this is why this character feels this way, and like just discourse about these fictional things. And it was so much more lighthearted than all this really annoying and nuanced discourse that happens where you just kind of see it and you get to a point where like these people are just yelling into the void and not actually having a conversation. So I miss being in an environment where the discourse you see is just about these characters that you like and how other people feel about them, and movies that you like and how movie adaptations ruin books and stuff like that. Like, that is the kind of stuff that I miss seeing, and I miss being a part of a community. I feel like I haven't been a part of a community that is as complex as the communities that existed on Tumblr. Obviously, I'm involved in like YouTube communities, but that's different than being in a fandom, because YouTube is kind of what you do, but fandoms are kind of like what you like. Being in an environment where you just get to talk to people nonstop about what you like and share ideas about it and get friends from it, that's so important and nice to feel, and I haven't felt it in so long. Obviously, there are things that I'm really passionate about, and I would say the closest community that I'm into is the 21 Pilots clique. Ooh, yikes. But I'm not really involved in it. That's just something that I really like, and occasionally I brush by the fandom for it, but I never want to stick my foot in because it's just messy now. But honestly, like, I miss being a Hunger Games blog. I'm gonna say that. I miss having something that my whole blog is dedicated to and making friends and having discussions about this thing that I like. I just miss being passionate about something and having a big part of your life be about liking that thing. That was just a nice feeling, and I miss it. I also just feel like I've lost the ability to get into fandoms now. Like, there are things that I do feel really passionate about now, but I don't know how to immerse myself in it to the degree that I did when I was like 14, because I don't know, I just have forgotten how to do that. And I don't know if that came from like maturity or just the shame that was placed on these people for being in fandoms about things that they care about. Yeah, I don't know how to get into them anymore, so that's sad. So yeah, let me know if there are any fandoms you were really involved in or are really involved in and how you feel about them, because I just think it's nice to hear people talk about things that they like. So that's basically it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time I make a video. I keep doing the wrong outro. Like, I've had to cut this for every single video I filmed so far. Okay. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. There we go.